Hey friends, in this video I'm going to show you how to make this floral bookmark. It is a daisy, and here's the front, here is the back, and here is the leaf portion as well. I'm actually going to make a shorter leaf for this video because I think it'll actually look a little better, be a little easier to use. But basically you just take your book and you close it over the bookmark, and the little flower and leaf will be hanging out to remind you of where you are in your book. So let's go ahead and get into materials. So you're going to need some white, some yellow, and some green thread. You're also going to want a pair of scissors as well as a 3.5mm crochet hook. So the yarn is going to be that we're using today is acrylic yarn, and it's a weight 4. So let's go ahead and start with the center, and we're going to start with yellow. So the first thing you want to do is, I'm going to go ahead and clear this off. The first thing you want to do is to make a slip knot. So I'm going to go ahead and make a slip knot with my crochet hook here. All right, now after that, what you want to do is chain 2. Now in the second chain from the hook, what you're going to do is do 6 single crochets. So I'm going to do 6 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and one more makes 6. Okay, so now that you have the 6 single crochets, we're going to join these in the round. Go back to your first single crochet and create a slip stitch. All right, so now it's joined in the round. The second row, you want to chain 1, and now you're going to create 2 single crochets in each stitch. So starting with your first stitch, you're going to single crochet once and single crochet twice. And go ahead and do that in the full round. So you should have 12 single crochets total. So that was 1, that was 2, now we've got 3 and 4. Then we've got 5 and 6. 7 and 8. 9 and 10. And finally 11 and 12. Now we're going to slip stitch this to close it in the round. Slip stitch to close. Now the last thing we're going to do is chain 1. And for round 3, we are going to do 1 single crochet in every stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Now we are going to slip stitch to join, and that brings us to the end of our yellow portion. So you should have something that looks like this. And what I'm going to do is put my hook through the center and bring that yellow beginning inside. Now I'm going to cut the excess and cut the end and fasten off. Now that you've fastened off, you're ready for your next color, which is going to be the green. So you're going to want to cut off the excess. You won't need that anymore. Now you want to change colors with whatever method you choose. I like to create a slip stitch and start with your second color. So what we're going to do is insert the hook wherever you'd like. And bring in the new color by inserting it and chaining one. All right, so now we're going to move on with round 4. So for round 4, we are going to put a single crochet in every stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And then, since we're back at the beginning, we want to slip stitch to close. All right, that's round 4. And now for round 5. Round 5, we're going to do decreases. So chain 1, and now we're going to do a decrease in every 2 stitches. So decrease all the way around 6 times total. So this is 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. Now slip stitch to close. Okay. So at this point, you should have almost like a sphere. And what we're going to do is stuff that with a little bit of polyfill. This is the polyfill, and I forgot to mention this in the materials, but you'll need a bit of polyfill as well. I'm going to go ahead and stuff this inside. Of our flower center. Okay, so the last thing we need to do to finish our flower center is to slip stitch across the row to close the center. So I'm going to slip stitch here all the way across. 1, 2, and 3. Now that it's closed, we are going to work on the stem. So go ahead and chain 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, and 60. So now we're going to create the leaf. So the first thing you want to do is slip stitch. Make a slip stitch into the second stitch from the hook. Now we're going to do a single crochet in the next stitch. Now we're going to do a half double crochet in the next stitch, building the leaf. After that, you want to do a double crochet in the next stitch. Now you're going to do a treble crochet in the next stitch. After that, you want to do a double crochet in the next stitch. And after that double crochet, we're going to do a half double crochet in the next stitch, followed by a single crochet, and last but not least, a slip stitch. Now, let's turn our work and do the same thing on the other side. So let's start with our slip stitch again. Now a single crochet, half double crochet, double crochet, treble crochet, double crochet, half double crochet, single crochet, and finally a slip stitch. Now that brings us to the end of our leaf. The last thing we'll need to do is fasten off and weave in your ends. Okay, so the last thing we need to do in this process is to create the petals. So I'm just squishing the center so that way it is ready for the petals, and we're going to bring out the white. Now I'm going to create my third and final slip stitch. Sorry, not slip stitch. third and final slip knot, as this is the third color we're using. Oops. Okay. So now insert anywhere you think is best in between the green and the yellow. Insert your hook, pull the white through, and chain 1. So now we're going to put a single crochet into that same stitch. And now you want to do single crochets 2 in each stitch. I'll meet you at the end of this. So now that we're here at the end, I'm going to just do 2 more into this last stitch. And then I'm going to slip stitch to join. Now we're going to create the petals. To create the petals, chain 4, do a treble crochet into the next stitch. Chain 4, and slip stitch into that same stitch. Now let's do it again. Chain 4, treble crochet into the next stitch, chain 4, slip stitch into that same stitch. Now continue this process until you're done with the petals all the way around. Okay, so here we are towards the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, treble crochet in the next stitch. One, 2, 3, 4, slip stitch. One, 2, 3, 4, treble crochet in the next stitch. One, 2, 3, 4, and slip stitch. Now when you're at the end, you'll want to just put a single crochet here in the very last stitch and slip stitch here. Now I'm going to fasten off and weave in my ends. Once you've woven in your ends, then you should have a very full flower. Here's the back, and here's the leaf.